Alright guys, before I talk about what I'm going to talk about, I just want to say I've been working on the 500 subscriber special. I've just run into a few issues, and it's not necessarily with the files. It's more the fact that I am trying to find some of the old stuff that I had in the previous one before it got corrupted. So I'm finding certain clips and stuff, and I have to go search for them, and with work and other things, it just takes I don't have enough time for it. Or not enough time. I don't have all the time that I used to have for it. And then as well, I'm trying to figure out some new songs to put into it this time around, and I'm really struggling picking between a few certain songs, so it's just trying to figure out which one of those are gonna work better this time around. But and then another thing to say as well is that I'm not necessarily gonna keep doing a ton of just purely ganking videos, because I feel that a lot of those have been done. Now you don't see a ton of gank videos of an abomination. I still enjoy fighting, ganking, etc., etc. And I'll still be posting gank videos. You just won't necessarily see them as much, because I feel like I want some variety in the channel. I want to be able to talk about different things in the community with everybody and try to keep everybody as informed as I can about whatever we might be talking about. So to continue on with that, I had I wouldn't say an epiphany, but I realized something a few days ago when I was ganking with some friends and fought some people. I fought a subscriber of mine, which granted we were all in 500 ping. You guys had some solid teamwork. You know who you are. You guys did pretty good. Keep it up. Maybe we can gank sometime. Who knows? But I've realized that K has slowly changed. Granted, I already knew the meta is always shifting and blah 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 blah. Like, you still have Uber mages, they're a constant meta. But I realized that just certain things are just overwhelmingly better than others. Like with the latest Shinobi buff, I've seen a ton more Shinobis than I used to. Like Uber Shinobi before the Shadow Rush buff was still really good, and I met some that relied on fall damage, but then I met like 2 or 3 that did combos really well, and like I can't get mad at them for that, because they knew how to hit their combos. But like I feel like with these ones, a lot of the ones I meet now, they just rely on the overextended hitbox of Shadow Rush, and I'm like, that's not really fun at that point. Like the previous ones, it took a lot of skill to land some of those combos, but a lot of them I meet, they just always start the fight off with Shadow Rush. And I'm like, I get it breaks their block, whatever, but like half the time they're not even aiming for me, and they still hit me somehow. And I've realized that I have to start looking for new opportunities to counter this and deal with it. And certain classes as well are just undervalued in K. The biggest one that probably everybody knows is undervalued is Dark Sigil. To be honest, it needs a rework or a buff or something. The class needs some love. It's just, I've played it and I think the concept is so cool. But if the only way you can get runes is by M2ing people, and if they perfect block it, it doesn't give you any, it's not a viable class. Like the concept, it's dope. You have a scythe, you can teleport, you can pull people. I think that's all cool stuff. But they need to fix some issues with it. And then regarding the rogue, I guess, community in general, from what I've just kind of been looking at my time as a moderator and just kind of watching Player General, K General, those channels, I feel that the community, it's definitely not what it once was. I still think there's a lot of good people in the community, but then I've seen some people that just in Player General, they ping someone and they're just trying to pick a fight with a totally random person. There was one guy that got banned last week, and he kept pinging the devs and mods, repeatedly throwing insults at them, and I'm like, if you want something to change in the community, that's not the way to go about doing it. I get that if you feel frustrated over a mechanic or something that's going on, you want to voice that opinion, that's totally fine, but I don't think that pinging the devs, racial slurs, whatever it may be, is the right way to go about it. I think, if anything, try to find somebody that might be able to talk to them for you. So if you're having issues, let's say some big issue came up. I don't know what it would be. Let's say it comes up and you're like, oh fuck, man, I don't know what to do. Try to find somebody that's willing to talk to you and has those connections to be able to talk to the mods and all that, so you can have a better chance of getting your opinion heard. I know the mods and stuff, they do look at suggestions and popular suggestions. I know they take a peek at those every now and then, but you just have to, if you really want to make the change, if you're complaining about something in Playground, like, oh, this sucks, or blah blah blah, try to give a reasonable explanation and argument, and you might get some results. If you just whine and complain about, like, oh, this is bad, and you don't say why it's bad, you don't say why so-and-so is bad because it does this or results in this happening, you're not going to get anywhere. Like, for example, with me, my gripe with Shadow Rush is I feel that they extended the hitbox for it too far, so now it just allows them to get easy hits and combos off without necessarily having to aim it like you did the old Shadow Rush. So I think if you can really set your mind to it, I think you can definitely get some stuff done in that regard. So the next video that I'm gonna make is gonna be on my thoughts, hopes, and theories for Deepwoken, because I really want to talk about that with you guys and see what you guys think, what you guys are hoping for, what you've seen from the official leaks, not the ones that testers had spread and got like kicked for, none of that. And then after that will be the 500 subscriber special, but you know, we're at about 700 subs now, so it's probably going to be the 500 parentheses 700 subscriber special, and then after that it's just other videos on the road to 1,000 subscribers. Once we hit that, I want to do like a big celebration with everybody. I think it'll be fun. So yeah, this is that one deep night, and I'll see you guys next time.